Hello and welcome to another use case where I wanted to show you what problem I had in the past and how I solved it just using shell scripts. So here's my problem. I have on my GitHub account project which is called the Alexandria Library, which is a collection of mind maps I do each time I find a book interesting or an article or a video. I just write a mind map out of it, first to make the knowledge my own, and second to have access easily to this knowledge again to just search something or see if I still remember it, for example. It's a way of learning, basically. It's my process to get new knowledge. So what I wanted to do is here you can see there is a badge with a total number of mind maps, which is in the project itself. So I thought, okay, I could write a Golang program just to count the number of mind maps I have and then inject that directly into the Readme file of my project. But then I thought, all right, I can do that with Bash scripts as well. I think it will be easier and faster. So how to do that? So here I'm in my project, and I want to count first the number of mind maps I have. What I know is every mind map I have has a file name which ends by .mm. So I want to count recursively because these mind maps can be in directories or subdirectories or sub-subdirectories and so on and so forth. So I need to count these files recursively. For that, I can do find ***, which means search in every subdirectories and subdirectories till there is no level to search, /star.mm, which means I only want to search every files which has the extension mm. So if I do that, and I will change the side of my webcam here for you to see. If I do that, I will have a bunch of files and I can go through the output quickly just to see that indeed it looks good. It really search in every subdirectories I have, and it looks perfect. So now I need to count them. So I can pipe this output to VC, which means word count, and VC minus L will only display the number of lines I have in my output. So if I do that, you can see I have 175 mind maps in my project. Great. So first thing, it works, but if you have a mind map which begins by minus, find when it will parse all the mind maps, will think that my mind map is an option. Like for example, find as the option name, which is a valid option you can use in some situation. But the name, my mind map itself beginning with file name beginning with minus and then I don't know something else is not a valid option for find, so it will crash. To avoid that, you can use minus minus with any command line you want, which tells the command line, all right, after minus minus, there is no option anymore. Every option needs to be before this minus minus. So it's a cool way to just avoid weird problems like that with file names. So if I do that, I can verify that yes, it outputs the same number, so it's good. Now the hard part, I need to replace my badge automatically into my README file. So let's go into the README file, and line 5, here you can see that there is my badge, and hard-coded, there is a number of mind map here, 175, which is directly in the URL of my badge. So here I need to create a script. So first of all, my script will be a ZSH script because because when you do that in Bash, it won't go recursively through every subdirectories. It will just stop at the first level. So it will go through directories and subdirectories. You have other ways to do that in Bash, but since I'm using ZSH all the time, I have no reason to do that. So I will just create a ZSH script. First, I need my account. So yeah, let's copy what we had already. Here we go. So here normally I have my count. I can verify into my shell if it still works. Oops. If I do echo count, it works. Perfect. So now I will use sed to just replace this line with my badge with a good number I found with my find command. So using sed, you can replace a pattern with a replacement. So first I need my pattern, what I want to replace. So what I want to replace is this URL. And I know there is only one line in my file where there is this URL, so I can do that. So it will work, but the problem is I don't know the number the Readme file at that point will have in this URL. It could be 175, it could be 10,193, I have no clue. So from here, I don't know what's afterwards. So I can say, okay, any characters can come afterwards, that's fine. I know that only one line anyway has the URL image.shields.io badge, total mind maps, and so on and so forth. So it will work. Now I need my replacement, what I will replace the pattern with. So here, what basically I will replace with that, except that I will change this to have the good number of my map I want. All right. And by the way, I forgot my minus here. Okay, and now I can create my command set. So I can put my pattern here, my replace here, and I want to replace something into the file readme.empty. All right, what happens if we try to do that? Let's just try. So let's run the script. Let's first modify the permission on the script, and then let's run it. And it doesn't work. Why? First of all, because here we are using regular expressions, and regular expressions have meta characters, which means characters with a very precise meaning. And the dot has a precise meaning in regular expression. It means any characters. The problem here in my URL, I have dot as well, but I don't want this meta character. I don't want this special meaning. I just want the character. So to do that, I need to escape them. And I won't escape the last dot because this time I want the meta character. Okay, great. Another problem I have here is in my set command, I'm using slash as a separator between my pattern and my replacement. And because of that, when I use my URL with many slashes inside, sed will think it's separators as well, and it will just crash because there is way too many separators in my set command. So one solution would be escaping everything. So I could escape every little slash I have in my URL, but it's a URL, right? So more and more I will escape stuff, more and more it will be unreadable because a URL have many slashes. Maybe there is another or better solution. And the better solution is just replacing the separators in my set command. And you can do that. You can't use as separators in alphanumerical characters, which means characters from A to Z, uppercase and lowercase, and digits from 0 to 9. But you can use another character as replacement. And since this character is not in my URL, it's perfect. I don't need to escape anything in there. So that's it. I need to escape that as well, because, or just do that. Okay, so let's try to run it again. And this time I have the good output I want. I have the whole Readme file, except that my pattern was replaced by my replacement. Normally, I hope. And you can see that here. Indeed, it looks like it worked. Okay, let's try to add a new mind map. So I will create a new mind map, which is called new mind map. And let's run the script again. And normally I will have 176 mind maps this time. And where is it? Going up, I'm lost now. Well, let's just search it in my terminal. Here. It worked. I added a mind map and my script automatically just updated my README file. Now it would be super nice if I could update this file, this README file, each time I commit anything in my project, because it's very likely I created a new mind map. So for that, I can create a Git Hook, which is in here, and I can create a pre-commit Git Hook, which means that this script will be executed each time I'm doing a commit in my project. So here I already made it. So I'm just calling the script I've just written, and at the end I automatically add the README file because it was modified. Now it's not perfect because let's imagine I modified the README file before and I didn't want to commit. It will be committed anyway. But I know it's not necessarily something which will happen. So at the end I don't care. It works for me like that. I'm aware of the limit of my script. It's a bit dirty, but it works. So whatever. Okay, so now let's add our new mind map and let's commit it. New mind map. And then, oh, I forgot to do something. I don't want this output because if you use sed like that, it will just output readme.md with the pattern replaced, but it won't modify the file. So I don't want the output, but I want to modify the file. So I need to do -i here to just do exactly that. If I run my script, I won't run my script again. I will just, can I commit? No, because I committed already. Okay, let's create a new mind map. Doesn't matter. New mind map. So you can see here I have my new mind map. I can add it, commit it. New mind map. Woo woo woo. Great. And then I can push it to master. And now, now I have a problem because it didn't update as I wanted to. Oh, I forgot something. I forgot to close my parentheses here. That's why. Well, it proves at least that I'm doing that live. So, okay, let's create a new mind map. So I have a new mind map, I commit it, again a new mind map. And if I push it to master, and if I look, this time you see that my total mind maps is now 178 because I added 3 mind maps. I added just 3 mind maps. Let's, just to be sure, let's create a new one. Let's add it, commit, new mind map again. And now, instead of 178, I should have 179 mind maps. If we go up, it works. So that's a very quick and maybe dirty way, but it works, so I don't care, of just, you know, solving a problem easily with shell scripts. Thanks a lot for watching, and I wish you a great rest of your day.